projectile fired parallel to horizontal. Suppose a body is projected horizontally with velocity u from a point O at certain height h above the ground level. The body is under the influence of two simultaneously independent motions. First, uniform horizontal velocity u. Second, vertical downward accelerated motion with constant acceleration g. Under the influence of combined effect of the two motions, the body moves along the path OPA. Now, trajectory of the projectile. For horizontal motion, we have S equal to ut plus half at square. Here S is equal to x vxt plus 1 by 2 ax t square. Vx is the velocity along x-axis, ax is the acceleration along x-axis. We know that velocity along x-axis is u, that is uniform. So it means acceleration along x-axis is 0. So we get here x equal to ut plus 1 by 2 into 0 t square, or x equal to ut or t equal to x by u. This is the first equation. For vertical motion, we have S is equal to ut plus half at square. So y equal to vyt plus 1 by 2 ayt square. Here Vy is the initial velocity along y direction, that is equal to 0, and Ay is the acceleration due to gravity, that is equal to 0. So we get y equal to 1 by 2 gt square. This is the equation second. Now put the value of t from equation 1. We get y equal to 1 by 2 g x over u square. We get 1 by 2 g u square x square. Here 1 by 2 is constant, g is constant, u initial velocity, that is constant. So this quantity is a constant. So we get here k x square, where k is 1 by 2 g u square. So this represents the parabola. So trajectory of the projectile is parabolic in shape. Time of flight. Here we see it is the total time for which the projectile remain its flight from O to A, and let t be the time of flight. For vertical motion, we have y equal to vyt plus 1 by 2 ayt square. Here we know vy equal to 0, ay equal to g. Here we see this height is h, that is equal to y. This is the x-axis, this is the y-axis. So y equal to h. Here h equal to vy0 1 by 2 here g t square. T equal to time of a flight. So we get here t equal to under root 2h over g. This is the expression of time of a flight. Horizontal range. It is the horizontal distance covered by the projectile during its time of a flight. This is the distance from this point to this point. This is the horizontal range, and it is given by r equal to horizontal velocity into time of flight. Horizontal velocity is u, time of flight is t, and this is equal to r. And we know that expression of time of flight is under root 2h over g. So here we get u under root 2h over g. Velocity of the projectile at any instant. Let at time t projectile is at point p. It has velocity v at p. Vx is the component of velocity along x-axis, and vy is the component of its velocity along y direction. Now we know that horizontal component is equal to u, and vertical component vy, here we know that v equal to u plus at. Here initial velocity along y direction is equal to 0, so we get vy equal to gt. Resultant velocity v is given by vx square plus vy square. Vx is u square here, vy gt here square. We get u square plus g square t square. This is the velocity of the projectile at any instant. Now here let beta is the angle which the velocity makes with the horizontal direction. So tangent beta is here perpendicular over base. Perpendicular is vy and base is vx. So we get here tangent beta vy over vx. Vy is gt and vx is u, or beta equal to tan inverse gt over u. Projectile fired at an angle theta with the horizontal. Suppose a body is projected with initial velocity u, making an angle theta with the horizontal direction. Now component of this velocity along this direction is u cos of theta, and this direction, vertical direction, is u sin of theta. Let the projectile at time t is at this position. Say it has velocity v. Its component along x-axis is vx, and component of velocity along vertical direction is vy. Here this is the highest point. At highest point, vertical component of velocity is 0, and from here to this position, this is the maximum height attained by the projectile, and then it hits the ground at B. Say it has velocity v at the time of hitting the ground. It has component along x-axis, that is vx, and component along this direction is vy. And from O to B, this is the horizontal range of the projectile. equation of trajectory of a projectile. Here we see this is the trajectory of a projectile, and here this is the highest point, say A. Now the horizontal component of velocity u cos of theta remain constant throughout the motion. The vertical component u sin theta, which changes with time under the effect of gravity. This component first decreases, become 0 at the highest point A, after which it again increases till the projectile hits the ground. For horizontal motion, we have Vx is equal to u cos of theta, and here horizontal distance covered is, say, x, that is equal to horizontal velocity into time. Horizontal velocity is u cos of theta. Say time is t. From here t equal to x over u cos of theta. We name this equation 1. For vertical motion, we have s is equal to ut plus half at square. Here s, y, u, vy, t plus 1 by 2 ay t square. Ay is the acceleration along y direction. Vy is the velocity, component of velocity along y direction. Here we have Vy, component of velocity along y direction is u sine of theta, and Ay is minus g, as the body is moving up direction, so we take gravity minus g. So we put here values y equal to u sine theta t minus 1 by 2 g t square. We put the value of t from equation 1 in this equation. We get y equal to u sine theta x over u cos of theta minus 1 by 2 g t square x u cos theta square. Here we get u cancel, sin theta or cos theta, tangent theta, so we write x tangent of theta minus 1 by 2 g x square u square cos square theta, or we can write it like this: tangent theta x minus 1 by 2 g u square cos square theta x square. And this is the equation of trajectory of a projectile, and this is parabolic in shape. Time of maximum height. Let Tm be the time taken by the projectile to reach the maximum height hm, and we know that at the highest point vertical component of velocity equal to 0. We have v is equal to u plus a t. U is velocity in the vertical direction initially, that is equal to u is equal to u sine theta. A is acceleration due to gravity, so we have 0 equal to u sine theta minus g t m, or u sine theta equal to g t m. So Tm is equal to u sine theta over g. Time of flight. Here it is the time taken by the projectile from the instant it is projected till it reaches a point in the horizontal plane of its projection. The body reaches the point B after the time of flight. Here we know that net vertical displacement covering during the time of flight is 0. Here we have S is equal to ut plus half at square. Here vertical displacement covering is equal to 0 and u equal to u sine of theta. This is the initial velocity in a vertical direction, and a equal to minus g. So we have 0 equal to u sine theta t minus 1 by 2 g t square, or u sine theta t equal to 1 over 2 g t square. T cancel, so we get t equal to u sine theta over g. So this is the time of flight. Maximum height of projectile. It is the maximum vertical distance attained by the projectile above the horizontal plane of projection. At the highest point, vertical component of velocity is 0. We know that v square minus u square equal to 2as. Here we have v 0 minus u. U is u sine of theta. 2 acceleration due to gravity minus g and s, that is the maximum height, say h. Here we get u square sine square theta equal to 2g h, or h is equal to u square sine square theta over 2g. Next is horizontal range. It is the horizontal distance traveled by the projectile during its time of flight. So horizontal range is equal to horizontal velocity into time of flight. So we have r equal to u cos of theta into 2u sine theta over g. This is the time of flight. So we have r equal to u square 2u sine theta cos theta over g. So we have 2 sine theta cos theta equal to sine 2 theta. So we can write horizontal range R equal to U square sine 2 theta over G. So this is the horizontal range.